This week in cyber, attackers turned Steam games into crypto-stealing malware, criminals used fake VPN downloads, and live chat support to steal credentials in real time, and AI agents are suddenly becoming one of the biggest new enterprise headaches. On top of that, critical flaws in Wing, FTP, Veeam, and Linux AppArmor are reminding defenders that patching and identity protection still decide who wins. Welcome to Threatopia, where we break down real cyber threats, breaches, and the security patterns that actually matter. This is the cybersecurity briefing that you can't afford to miss. Streaming from YouTube and all your favorite podcast platforms, I'm your host, Mike Kramer. For more than 2 decades, I've worked across private and public sector environments globally, helping organizations design resilient security architectures, modernize operations, and reduce real-world risk. Stay until the end because one of today's biggest takeaways is how AI tools are quickly becoming both a target and a weapon in modern attacks. Looking ahead, the next few months are packed with major security and infrastructure events. NVIDIA GTC is happening right now, March 16th through the 19th in San Jose at the San Jose McHenry Convention Center with a heavy focus on AI infrastructure, GPUs, and enterprise compute. Right after that's the RSA conference, that's March 23rd through the 26th at the Moscone Center in San Francisco, where security leaders, vendors, and practitioners will be focused on the biggest enterprise cyber trends. Google Cloud Next is set for April 22nd through the 24th at Mandalay Bay Convention Center in Las Vegas, centered on cloud, AI, and large-scale enterprise platforms. The SANS Security West runs May 11th through the 16th at the Manchester Grand Hyatt in San Diego, offering hands-on training and advanced blue team, red team, and leadership tracks. Then looking a bit further out into the summer, Black Hat USA returns August 1st through the 6th at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas for high-end research, offensive security, and enterprise defense. And DEF CON 34 follows August 6th through the 9th at the Las Vegas Convention Center West Hall for the broader hacker community, villages, and cutting-edge security experimentation. The security tip of the day is simple: never trust software downloads that start from a search result. We're seeing attackers use SEO poisoning, fake GitHub repos, and even trusted-looking platforms to push Trojanized installers and fake VPN clients. For work and personal systems, only download software from the vendor's official site or a known internal software portal, and if possible, verify the publisher's signature before you run it. They often provide a hash of the valid download. All right, we got 18 stories to cover today. I'm a little behind, so let's go. Here are the most important cybersecurity developments. BetterLeaks has launched as a new open-source secret scanner designed to find exposed credentials, API keys, and other sensitive data in files, directories, and Git repositories. It is positioned as a more advanced and efficient alternative to GitLeaks, helping developers catch exposed secrets before attackers do. The FBI is investigating 8 malicious games on Steam tied to EncryptHub that spread information stealing malware targeting gamers and crypto holders. Victims who downloaded titles like Block Blasters, Chemia, and Pirate Fi had credentials and cryptocurrency wallets compromised between May 2024 and January 2026. Poland's National Center for Nuclear Research detected and blocked a cyber attack targeting its IT infrastructure before any systems were compromised. Officials confirmed the Maria reactor and broader operations were not impacted, but the incident highlights continued interest in critical infrastructure targets. Microsoft is investigating a Windows 11 update issue that is locking some Samsung laptop users out of their C drive after the February 2026 security updates. The problem is disrupting file access, application launches, and admin tasks, and no official fix has been released yet. Interpol's Operation Synergia 3 sinkholed 45,000 malicious IP addresses and disrupted large-scale cybercrime infrastructure across 72 countries. The operation also led to 94 arrests and targeted phishing, identity theft, online fraud, and scam networks. CISA is warning that an actively exploited Wing FTP server vulnerability tracked as CVE 2025-47813 could be chained into remote code execution. Federal agencies have been given 2 weeks to secure affected systems, and all organizations are being urged to patch immediately. Microsoft Exchange Online suffered a widespread outage caused by supporting network infrastructure issues preventing users from accessing email and calendars. Microsoft says the main impact has been mitigated, but is still investigating related M365 Copilot web sign-in problems. Attackers are abusing the live chat platform to impersonate PayPal and Amazon customer support and steal credentials, credit card data, MFA codes, and personal information in real time. The campaign relies on urgency, brand trust, and live human interaction to make phishing feel more convincing. A new Android banking Trojan called Pix Revolution is targeting Brazil's Pix instant payment system by hijacking transactions in real time. The malware uses fake app pages, social engineering, and Android accessibility abuse to take over devices and redirect funds. Microsoft says Storm 2561 is using SEO poisoning to distribute fake VPN clients that steal enterprise credentials. Victims searching for legitimate VPN software are redirected to attacker-controlled sites and tricked into downloading Trojanized installers, sometimes hosted through trusted platforms like GitHub. China's CNCERT is warning that the OpenClaw AI agent has serious security flaws that expose users to prompt injection, data exfiltration, and malicious skill installation. Weak defaults, exposed interfaces, and fake installers on GitHub could turn AI automation into a direct enterprise risk. Meta says it will end the end-to-end encrypted chat support on Instagram in May of 26. This move is reigniting the long-running debate between user privacy and lawful access to communications. Click-fix social engineering attacks are surging, with compromised WordPress sites pushing fake Cloudflare CAPTCHA pages that trick users into running malicious commands. Those lures are delivering info stealers like VDAR, Impure Stealer, and Vodka Stealer using in-memory execution and evasion techniques. OpenClaw's explosive growth is also amplifying concern from security researchers who say the local AI agent lacks enterprise-grade guardrails. Overprivileged access, risky third-party skills, prompt injection exposure, and weak management security make it dangerous in corporate environments if deployed carelessly. Researchers disclosed 9 AppArmor vulnerabilities, collectively called Crack Armor, that could let local users escalate to root bypass protections and even impact container isolation on Linux. The flaws reportedly affect more than 12 million systems and have existed since Linux kernel 4.11. Tax season attacks are ramping up, with criminals using IRS phishing, W-2 fraud, and business email compromise to steal sensitive personal and payroll data. That information is then used for identity theft, fraudulent tax filings, or sold on underground markets. Veeam has patched multiple high and critical flaws in backup and replication that could enable remote code execution, privilege escalation, and credential theft for authenticated users. There is no confirmed active exploitation yet, but backup infrastructure remains a high-value ransomware target. Threat actors, including North Korean operators such as Jasper Sleet, are increasingly using AI to accelerate phishing, identity fabrication, malware development, and infrastructure management. The result is faster, more scalable attacks that are harder to spot because the lures and personas look more legitimate than ever. The biggest pattern across today's stories is that identity is still the primary battlefield, whether it's fake VPN clients like the Storm 2561, the live chat phishing impersonating PayPal and Amazon, malicious Steam games that are stealing credentials and crypto wallets, or tax season W-2 fraud. Attackers are still winning by stealing trust first and credentials second. In MITRE attack terms, that maps heavily to T1566 phishing, T1078 valid accounts, and in several cases T1555 credentials from password stores. Once attackers obtain credentials, they often don't need noisy malware or sophisticated exploits to move deeper into an environment because valid access blends in with normal user behavior. The second major theme is that software trust and delivery chains are being abused in increasingly creative ways. We saw malicious games on Steam, fake VPN installers distributed through SEO poisoning, fake OpenClaw installers on GitHub, and compromised WordPress sites using click-fix lures to trick users into executing malicious commands. That is a strong reminder that the supply chain problem is not just vendor compromise in the classic sense, it also includes poisoned discovery paths, malicious packages, Trojanized installers, and user-driven execution. Defenders should be thinking about T1204 for user execution, T1059 command and scripting interpreter, and T1027 obfuscated files or information, especially when attackers rely on PowerShell, JavaScript, or in-memory loaders that evade traditional signature-based detection. The third major theme is that AI is now showing up on both sides of the battlefield. OpenClaw is a great example of how AI agents can become a new enterprise attack surface through prompt injection, malicious skills, excessive privileges, and automated data exfiltration. At the same time, groups like Jaspersleet are using AI operationally to scale phishing, create fake identities, generate infrastructure, and refine malware workflows. That means defenders need to stop treating AI as just a productivity tool and start treating it like any other privileged application. Isolate it, reduce permissions, log its actions, control plugins or skills, and inspect outbound traffic for signs of T1020 automated exfiltration or suspicious command execution. And finally, the patching story remains brutally familiar. WingFTP, Veeam, and CrackArmor in AppArmor all reinforce the same lesson. Exposed edge services, backup systems, and core security modules are prime targets because they can unlock high-impact access. In practical terms, defenders should prioritize internet-facing systems, identity infrastructure, backup platforms, and security tooling in vulnerability management because those assets disproportionately increase attacker leverage if they fail. The organizations that recover the fastest are the ones with layered detection, rapid credential rotation, tested backups, application allow listing, and clear incident response playbooks before the breach happens. One key concept behind several of today's stories is prompt injection. Prompt injection happens when an attacker feeds malicious instructions to an AI system through content the AI is allowed to read, like a web page, file, email, or plugin input. Instead of exploiting code directly, the attacker manipulates the model's behavior so it leaks data, ignores safeguards, or takes actions it should not take. As AI agents gain access to files, browsers, APIs, and automation tools, prompt injection becomes more like social engineering for machines. Of course, they move a lot faster and can do a lot more damage in a short amount of time. Today's threat landscape is a clear reminder that trust, identity, and software supply paths are under attack at the same time. And now AI is accelerating all three. If you found this briefing valuable, please like this show because it really helps us out. Thanks for listening to Threatopia and stay safe out there.